Check, check. What's good, y'all? It's Tuesday. It's a different day. I got the white on instead of the black, cause we are alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. Um, Definitely happy. It's been a good day so far. Um, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be too long-winded on this one. I know sometimes I can make these videos, and I can just talk for 20 minutes straight without taking a breath. So I'm gonna kind of probably not make this one as long. It's gonna be a quick one today, but I just wanted to tell you guys again. My whole like theme for my life now is service and serving others, serving my God, serving my people, my friends, my family, and so that extends to my business or my art or my these videos. My community. I want to serve you guys the best that I can. So originally I wanted to actually show you guys like how I like the process behind putting this girl that's dancing right there into like live action video. Actually, sorry, over here. Into wow, my forearm looks really strong. But yeah, live action video. And basically, yeah, I just wanted to like show you guys that if it's helpful to anyone, if anybody's working in Blender or interested in Blender. Someone also asked me, shout out to Jake, who asked what I recommend in terms of like if somebody does want to start making their own scenes and making their own animations and stuff like that. I would recommend CG Cookies, and I really should have like some kind of affiliation with them before I like probably shout them out. But I would definitely recommend CG Cookies Blender courses. I took their beginner and intermediate courses on modeling and texturing, um and sculpting also. I did sculpting also. I forgot about that one. But those are like the basic Blender skills. Those are like the fundamental like skills in Blender, modeling things in 3D in Blender, texturing them, so like actually putting like textures on these 3D objects and colors and textures and stuff, making it look how you want it to. And then third would be sculpting, which is probably like not the absolutely fundamental thing of Blender, but I thought it was really cool to learn sculpting, which is basically like modeling, but instead of using just like regular geometry, you can actually get in there and like sculpt it like you're sculpting a piece of clay. So that was really cool to learn. I don't really do much of that. I'm just like working on just little things like putting her in a live video, like combining this, making mixed reality stuff, little animations, like stuff like that. Um, and just like making it cool. Like I really want to immerse people into this world that I have, and like also just like get her out there more and like make it make sense together. My live action content with my 3D content, because I really like 3D. I have a really big passion for 3D, even though I'm not the absolute best at it. I have a big passion for it. So yeah, I mean, every few months, me and Blender break up, we get back together. Now I'm back in this thing because I have to figure out how to make this work, and stuff like that. But I'm happy, definitely happy. I just really wanted to say to you guys today, we're gonna be talking about Friday like management. So like anything from time management to having a manager to this and that, and I'm guilty of this, so I'm just gonna call myself out. Like you have a lot of hours in a day. I mean to be specific, you have 24 hours in a day. 24 hours in a day. And how much are you really sleeping? You know what I'm saying? Like I rarely, well, at least in the past I was rarely sleeping 8 hours. I definitely get my sleep now, more so, which is good. But I still rarely sleep the full 8 hours. Like, come on now. So that's already, even if you do sleep the full 8 hours, that's already, now you have 16 hours in a day. Like, what are you doing with that time? Like, are you actually spending every hour? And shout out to Pastel also for, I feel like, calling me out on this also. Like, are you actually going as hard as you can go? Are you actually spending every single hour towards getting your music out there, towards growing your thing, getting your stuff out there? Like, just, are you actually like spending the time? Do you actually have the passion to spend the time to spend that 16 hours in the best absolute way that's going to get you to the next place where you want to go? Like, are you actually spending your time the right way? Because I feel like a lot of the time people are not, and I'll just speak for myself. A lot of the time when I feel like I need help, when I feel like I need someone to do this, when I feel like I need, this and that, and I need somebody else to help me with this, and I need someone to help me with this, most of the time it's just that I'm just wasting my time. I'm really just not using my time efficiently. So I don't actually need a whole nother human being to help me with something. Most of the time I could probably figure it out, and I could probably figure out how to use my time and manage my time effectively enough to get it done myself. Like, if I'm just totally being real, like, I could probably do a lot more things just by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes it's like a self-limiting belief that I have, where I will think that, like, I just can't do it. Like, I just can't do something. I just don't have the skills. I just don't have the this. I just don't have the talent. I just don't have the. But the reality is that, dude, you can do anything if you actually spend just a concerted, focused effort on it. Like, genuinely, I avoided Blender for so freaking long. Like, I think 2 years straight, I stopped trying because I overloaded myself. I was trying to do the most hard things that you can do in the program when I was just a beginner. So I got overwhelmed. It was outside of it was genuinely too much for me. So I got so overwhelmed that I didn't open it for like a year or two, you know. And so, sometimes you can get overwhelmed. Like, sometimes things are outside of sometimes what you want to do is genuinely outside of your range of what you can do right now. You might not have the skills to do it. It might take you a whole lot longer than you really wanted it to or expected it to do something that you would want, like modeling this whole freaking world, all of this stuff. Like, that would have taken me probably years and years and years. I probably would have still been working on it. But instead, yeah, I did outsource like some of that and outsource that, and like it was able to get done a lot better and a lot faster. And that was one thing, but that is one thing. But there's a lot of things where you only need enough skills to do most things. Like, you don't need to be an expert to do some of this stuff. Like, you can literally probably do it. You could probably do half of the shit that you're thinking about outsourcing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing when it's way outside of your skill range, when it would generally take you years to learn these things, to learn how to put something together the way that is in your head, and you should outsource it. But it's another thing to where you just need to manage your time more effectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to manage your fucking time more effectively. You just need to actually use your time. Sit down and look at what hours of, like, what am I actually doing with my day? Like, how many hours did I spend actually towards my thing that I'm working on? How many hours did I spend towards getting my music to more people? How many hours did I spend talking to my already existing, supporters and seeing what they want? Like, I'm calling myself out on this because I feel like I could be doing so much more. I could be going so much harder. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes we get comfortable in even a routine. We get comfortable in just doing what we're comfortable doing. And we're scared to go outside of our comfort zone. We're scared to be uncomfortable. We're scared for things to hurt. We're scared to sweat. We're scared, to be just like in a position that is just not comfortable. So I definitely understand it. I'm calling myself out with this one. I'm really every single video that I make, I'm really talking to myself. I'm really trying to coach myself through life. But also, like, I'm putting these out there. So if it does help anyone else, I hope it can, because it also is meant to help other people. You know what I'm saying? But I just never want anybody to feel like I'm calling them out, because really I'm calling myself out. I'm really talking to me. But also, like, I think it's helpful, like, for people to see this and to hear this sometimes, like, to hear some of these things, so maybe they don't have to learn that lesson the hard way. I have to learn everything. So yeah, just take a look at your time. Look at what actually, like, are you actually spending focused effort on the things that you're wanting to pass off to someone else? Do you actually need a manager? Do you actually need someone else? Or do you just need to be more organized about your time? Do you just need to manage your time better? And that's a real question. Because most of the time, yeah, people are just not doing the most that they can do. Most of the time, you're not doing the most you can do. You know what I'm saying? You could do more. I can do more. That's why I'm telling you that you can do more, because I can do more. And I'm really talking to me. So that's really it. That's a very short message today. It's a 10-minute video. Still ended up being 10 minutes. I don't know how, but I just get very, like, passionate about this stuff. But anyway, you can come through Friday to the Space. We're going to be talking live. On there, me, Jamie, Cornelia, Leo Pastel, we always talk. We get together every Friday night to just chop it up with hundreds of artists that come through. We talk about problems that we have and questions that we have, and we question everything, and we come up with solutions together and we share our experiences. So hopefully, really the goal is to question everything and to get us closer to where we want to be much faster. And then also, you know, just keeping the perspective of like what actually matters, always, which is, you know, serving other people, making sure you're good with God, and yeah, you know, also just enjoying your life. So, but come through Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can text me, go to my website, krash.world, krash.world, if you want to join the email list or the text list. If you're a text subscriber, you do get access to an unreleased song that I have that is never going to be released. And yeah, it's just exclusive to only the text subscribers. And then we also, it helps also to be in a community of people to hold you accountable, or to even just like get inspired by. Like I constantly get inspired by the people around me that are doing things that I'm not doing, you know, that have a different mindset than me, that have a different perspective than me. It literally, like, all of that stuff impacts me so much, and it literally like changes my life, like, constantly. Like, I'm always growing, I'm always learning, I'm always getting better, or trying to. And a lot of that has to do with the people that are around me. And then also my own drive, but really a lot of it has to do with the people around me, the people that God has placed around me. So it's very important. Community is very important. Having people around you that are inspiring to you is extremely important. That alone can change your life. So if you need that, definitely feel free. We have a private group chat. It is free. We do so much shit for free for creators. So if you just come, all you have to do is show up. So literally just show up to the space on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then that is how you can get in our private group chat. Gotta pass the vibe check both ways. Gotta see if we're right for you, see if you're right for us. And yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, if you go to the space, you can DM me on Twitter or Pastel ETH on Twitter to let you into that joint. But yeah, much love to everybody. You know, I tried to keep this one short. We're at 12 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much freaking love. I love you. Gang gang. Crash Road. Gang gang. Peace. See you guys tomorrow.